So for this action model, I have taken 15 by 15 centimeter of sheet. You can also take 10 by 10 centimeter of sheet. So firstly, I'm going to just fold into a normal triangle shape. And you need to make sure in origami that you join the corners very perfectly. Because in origami, if you don't match perfectly, then the end model will not result into really good. As for example, if it is a bird's beak, it will not look a crisp bird's beak. So therefore make sure you just fold very perfectly. So once you fold on this side, make sure you fold on the another side as well. And what I do is just mash these corners and press this corner perfectly, so that when you press it in the center, so when you just do like this, it is very perfect. And you just don't have to do like mash the edges of the paper. Once this is done, you flip the paper and you just do the normal square fold. And once you are done with your square fold, you can open the sheet of the paper and then try and again fold half of sheet of paper in the center of the line which we already made. And also on this side as well. Just for your information, this sheet has a colored on this side and the white on this side, as you can see. So when we are folding, just make sure that you use the colored side for the triangle shape and square folds for the white side. But if it is a colored paper on both the sides, you don't have to be careful about it. That's fine. Once this is done, you try and fold this sheet on this side. But for this, you have to see that when you the folds which you made, like this one and this triangle and the square one, when they intersect at each other on both of these sides, you need to just match that 2 points over here. You are not taking the sheet further, you're just taking it to the 2 points where this straight and diagonal lines intersect and make 2 points. I'm talking about those 2 points. Similarly on this side as well. So now you just open your sheet. We are just making the marks on our paper. We might utilize this folds and crease of the paper in a later stage. So now, utilizing the triangle crease of our paper, you need to fold it. And to fold this particular fold, you just pinch the corners of the sheet of the paper and just match this to corner sheet of the paper and try and match this to corner sheet of the paper. Also, you make sure before you fold that this lines, horizontal lines, I mean the square folds which we did, is horizontal to you, because if you will do vertical, then you might not end up with the next step which we are looking forward for it. I'm talking about this line. So this is horizontal line. So the next step is to lift the sheet of your paper towards the opposite side and just press it, and then these corners you match it over here. So you can do like one after the other like this, or what I like to do is mash both of them so that when I press it, there is no gap in between over here. And in origami, you have to be very particular about the gaps and the corner meets, and and because it affects your end result, that's why. So that's why I just join these 2 points, corners I mean, and then I just press it, and then I press this corner, and then I just press it on the each side of this sheet of paper. Then I again flip it and do the same thing over here. There is a crisp line, you just open the sheet of the paper and then press it, both the corners inside, and then it will be easy to just meet the corners. And then you can just meet the corners of these 2 sheet of paper. You can just press this corners and then make sure you join this very perfectly. And the next step would be open this part of the sheet of paper which we have already creased over here in the beginning. We will utilize those crease and we will just press it inside again so that it just forms a triangle at both of the corners. You can just do one after the other. You just press the corners and make a triangle on this side, and similarly on this side you just start pressing the corner and make a triangle on this side as well. We will not utilize this, we'll just open it again, close it again, because we will use this in the later stage. We'll flip on this side and I'll do the same thing. And then I'll close back again. So it forms something like this. So this is just one sheet. We are going to make 12 of these, and I have already pre-made few, and I'll show you the next step for those. So these are few sheets and the rest is over here. I'll just take it once we join all of these ones. So I have to just join all of these sheets to each other, and for that what I'll do is I'll start with my blue color, because I always start with the blue color in my design, that's why. And then the next color I chose is a pink and green and then orange. I just want to make sure so that I just don't ruin the end design. That's why I'm just particular about the colors, but you can make off just one color or 2 colors, whatever you feel like you'd want to do it. So now I want to join my blue sheet with this pink sheet. So those are the same sheets. So what I want to do is I just want to open this part, and what I want to make sure is I want to see the middle part of this one. This also has open on this side and opening on this side, and this also has opening on this side, but the middle doesn't have any opening. So what I want to make sure is that middle portion goes inside this opening of sheet. So make sure you just put it inside. This middle opening just need to go inside over here. It just fits perfectly. And on this side, so this side it is inside. So on this side also I need to make inside. So I'll just open this portion again and I'll make sure this goes in between. I'll push this inside and I'll just press it so that it fits perfectly. So now you can see how it is joined together. Similarly, I'll join this green one to the pink one. So I'll open one sheet at a time. I'll pick one closed portion of this side and just put it inside, just like a pocket. It acts like a pocket. You just fit inside the pocket and just press this one. Similarly, we are putting this inside this one. So this is gone inside, and now I press this. See, here is the opening again. Similarly, the orange one. opening just fit inside the pocket and press it. This also opening just goes this inside this pocket and I press it. So once you join all of the 12 sheets, what the next step is, that's what I'm going to show you here. And so these are all of my sheets. So again, I will join all of these sheets together. So for orange, I'll need to join it with the blue one. So again, I need to make sure this is closed part goes inside the pocket of this one. And similarly, closed part of the blue goes inside the pocket of my orange sheet. So as you can see, the sheet is joined. The next step is, as you can see, this is first sheet. So skip your first sheet, and when the blue and pink and the other color begins, you just forms a little triangle at the bottom which we had folded earlier. You just need to press the triangle inside and close it like this. So first flap, you're not doing anything. Flip it. For the second flap, on this corner where it is linked with the another piece of sheet, you have form a triangle here. You just push that triangle inside and fold it and press it. Similarly on this side, this pink is attached with the green over here, but we can see pink on both the side, but there is a green inside. So you just press that corner and make a triangle. You are doing all of the sheets in the similar way. So another tip in origami is when you are doing a particular fold, just to make a fold and a crease, make sure you crease it very perfectly. Also, you press it really hard so that when you are about to fold in the following and forward steps, it is easy for you to just utilize those creases which we made earlier. Because in some of my sheet I haven't pressed it really hard, and now I have to make sure the triangle forms precise because I need to match all of those triangles. And that's why people who are learning origami, even this small mistake, this mistake in the piece of sheet can also affect your final product, because that's why people give up on the origami learning. That's what I learned in this learning project, because I screwed up many of my project such as in elephants. There were so many steps that I didn't care about, like creasing really hard, and then at the end it didn't it looked like an elephant, but it didn't had like a really crisp borders, especially in the trunk and in the body and ears. And now we are doing on this side as well. So this side, it's all of the corners are done. So now in this side I have already done half of them, and I need to complete the another half. after we are done with our foldings on the both of the sides, the next step would be you just open the corner of sheet like this, and then you just open this one again, the one which we folded with the triangles on the two sides. You just need to open this two triangles like this and close it back. So basically what we are doing is the lines which we made, those lines we are opening two sheets of paper so that the white portion is visible, or in your case it might be colored also. And then once you see the triangles on both of this side, you are closing back. So you're doing the same thing again to all of those sheets. You might just have to see the lines are crisp over here on the corners, just to make sure. And pressed properly. So as you can see, it's all done on this side, and it's all not done on this side. It's uneven. So now I'll continue to do on this side as well. Just keep the first one blue one. When it attaches with the pink one, I'll just fold it here. So once you are done, your model should look something like this. All the flaps are folded on both of the sides. These two sheets we are not doing anything because they will go inside one another, that's why. So when this sheet meets to the another sheet, you are just folding the corner, you are not folding the horizontal portion. Similarly, this meets this one, I have just folded here. The reason is, I'll let you know why. Because one of this sheet has two flaps. The one which has the middle flap, which goes to the next sheet, and the top flap has the opening. On this side, it just have the opening. The middle flap is already going to the next sheet. So the one which has a two flaps, that will go inside the one which does not have the extra flap. And that's what we are doing from the beginning. So you lay down your model on the surface, you can roll it, and what we are doing is we are repeating the same steps. So once you join both of this sheet, it looks something like this, and it looks terrible, I know, but don't give up. Just try and find out the corners and fold it. You need to hold your sheet with one finger in each of these flaps, otherwise it will not hold it. So make sure you just make use of your fingers and just press the triangle and close it, and then try and close horizontal folds as well. Once you fold your horizontal folds, you can just pinch it. Make sure you pinch really hard so that it holds with each other. So once you joint all of these sheets with each other and you're done with your folds, make sure you pinch all of the corners because that's what it holds the model. So this is a firecracker action model of origami.